get that kind of stuff squared away and having everything else. I'm sure I'm being a good person always because
that answer to prepare themselves and
shout out to my parents.
You're going for you with the right answer so far.
It's basically the same.
Who's helped you get to this point? Who means the most to you?
My girl, like I really love her with my whole heart.
Hey, what's going on? Matt Besachio here for WMCT-TV and WMCT Sports, and welcome back for another episode of the Senior Spotlight Show, where we bring different student athletes from different athletic programs throughout the city of Marlborough, bring them here in studio and introduce them to you. And today, our guests are the seniors from the Marlborough High Field Hockey team. We've got Maggie Horn, Abby Carroll, and Kiera Manning. Ladies, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having us. Yeah, thank you.
Very welcome. The Panthers are coming off a season where they were 10-7-3 overall, 6-2-2 at home. They qualified as the 14th seed in the MIAA state tournament and advanced to the Sweet 16. But before we talk about the season or the team, it'll start off by talking about the senior year, of course, because it's a senior spotlight show. So, Abby, I know we're just in the beginning of November here, but how has senior year gone for you up to this point?
Senior year has actually gone pretty well. It's very stressful with college apps and stuff, but I'm having fun and I have good people like around me, so it's definitely a lot of fun.
Good. Now, senior year can be obviously very stressful. The college application process, trying to transition from one phase of life to the next. There's a lot of stress. Is there something that you like to do in your free time to kind of, not be as stressed, I should say?
Definitely like hang out with people that you have around and probably like sleep, watch TV and stuff.
Sleep, watch Netflix.
Yeah.
Well, very cool. Now the application process, now have you decided on where you're going to be going? Still waiting to hear back?
I'm still waiting to hear back. I have a few colleges that I've applied to, but I want to go into nursing. So
very nice.
Have it like narrowed down to what I want.
Well, what made you want to potentially get into that field?
I'm very hands-on. I'm a hands-on person.
Okay.
My whole family went into business, and I did not want to follow their path into business. I wanted to do something else still for nursing.
And kind of give back, right?
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
value this. Kiera, how about you? I see you're going pizza this point.
It's going pretty well, definitely. Again, really stressful with all the college apps and everything. But it's a little bit easier because I only really have to worry about one because I'm going to Dickinson to play field hockey. So it's nice because I only really have to do one. But other than that, it's been pretty fine. Just still a little bit stressful.
Very nice. What do you know about that school at this point?
I know that I'm committed to go, and I talked to the coach, and I'm excited to go in there. I've met the team and spent some time there, so I really like it. It's really amazing. It's a pretty good school. I know I want to be a lawyer, and they have a good program for that, so that's really important to me, and that's why I kind of wanted to go.
Very nice. What was your inspiration for wanting to pursue that?
Well, I have a lot of family who's in law. My uncle's a lawyer. And I have some, my cousin's a lawyer, family friend's a lawyer. So it's just kind of very prominent in my family. And it's just something that I've always been, interested in. So.
Natural choice.
Yes.
Well, good luck with that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Maggie, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you. How's senior year going for you to this point?
It's going well. It's the same stressful. But I'm the same boat as Kiera. I already know I'm going to Springfield to play field hockey. But I've still been a little stressed out because I'm trying to get in their accelerated PT program. So I've been going to do observation hours and different kinds of stuff for that.
All right, cool. Now, PT, what made you want to get into that?
I've always been interested in exercise and how the body works and stuff. And this is something hands-on that I can do while still being more of athletics part of it.
Very nice, very nice. Now, you go through a lot of different things throughout the course of, not only senior year, but high school in general. Stress will build up. Is there anything that you like to do to alleviate stress in your life?
Just you gotta get stuff done, assignments done. And I like to not let that build up. And after you get something done, just take time, relax, and then start again when you have time.
Yeah, that's a good answer. Now, Abby, it takes a lot of different people to help somebody get to this point. Is there a particular faculty member at school that you would like to acknowledge, whether a teacher or guidance counselor or something like that?
Probably I'd like to acknowledge the athletic director, Ruts. We're very close. I always spend a lot of my time in his office. So he like pushes me to be the best like person that I can be. And it's very hard.
Well, we'll also have like a shout out portion of the interview once we get a little bit further on. But Kiera, I'll ask you the same thing. Who at your school would you like to try to acknowledge?
I also like to acknowledge my athletic director. I go to a different school. I go to AMSA, so my athletic director has kind of had to struggle finding a co-op for field hockey, and for me and everybody else goes to AMSA to play. And we originally played with Assabet. It was just AMSA and Assabet, but now we play with Marlborough. And I'm so excited to play with you guys. But I'd love to acknowledge Mr. Jones, my AD. He's so amazing, and he's just done a lot for me in this program. And I just really appreciate everything that he's done and all the time I spend in his office.
That's very nice of you to say. Now, being part of the co-op, being at a different school most of the time, and then coming after school to spend time, how difficult was it for you to assimilate yourself into the team?
It was a little bit harder for Assabet because Assabet's also a regional school like AMSA, so there's a bunch of kids that I didn't really know, and kind of coming into a group of people that I didn't really know that well was a little bit harder. But I am from Marlborough, so it was much easier to come back and play with these girls. I've been playing with them for a while, so like since middle school we played. Maggie and I've been playing for a while, and I've also been playing with Abby, so it's like it was much easier to come back to Marlborough than it was to go to Assabet, which was... It's nice because it was kind of comforting, especially for my senior year.
Now let's start talking about a little bit about the team. Maggie, can you talk to me a little bit about your relationship with Coach DeSilva?
I've been coached by her since 8th grade. Actually, we got to play with on the JV team, and she was my coach during that. And then the next year I'm in varsity and she moved up with me. So ever since, even before high school, she's been my coach and been there, and she's been really helpful. And yeah, I feel like our team is very close with her. It like more than I think other teams would be with their coaches, but that makes it more fun.
Yeah. Abby, how about you? Talk to me about your relationship with Coach DeSilva.
So I also was in 8th grade with Maggie, and we were pulled up to JV, and she was the coach, and she traveled with us to varsity too. But I think we just all bond. She works at Marlborough schools, so it's easy. She has like a son too, and she's related into the Mahoney family, so we all like very close with Michaela.
Yeah. How about you? How about your relationship with Coach?
I also was on JV for 8th grade, so I was coach for her, but then I missed her for 2 years while I played at Assabet, and I came back my junior year, and I, like they said, we're very close with Coach Michaela, and she's really sweet and really helpful, and I really appreciate her time.
Now, being a leader on the team, being a captain, what does it mean to be named a captain, and what does it mean to you to be a leader?
It's really an honor. Like, it was so amazing to be able to have that title of being a leader. And it really needs to help all the other kids on the team, all the other girls, to be their best and really get better and try to help the team as much as possible and just really make the team grow.
Abby, what about your leadership style? How would you characterize your leadership?
I think it's nice. We have such a young team, kind of, so it's nice being able to see them in the halls and talk to them and guide them through academics, but also sports, and just lead them to help them to be a new person.
Yeah, I mean, just being a couple of years older, I mean, the impact that you can have on them by even just as you walk by somebody in the hall and you acknowledge them and you say hi or you give them a high five or something, I'm sure it just means the world to them, right?
Yeah.
So now, Maggie, I'm sure that over the course of your time at Marlborough, you probably had, an upperclassman at some point that made an impact on you as an underclassman. Can you recall maybe somebody that was a junior or senior when you were a freshman or sophomore that really helped you along?
Yeah, I mean, when I was a freshman, we had a pretty big class of juniors who had been playing field hockey for a while, like since middle school. So I had known them, but one specific, Abby Hennessy was a junior at that time, and she played for my club. But I remember one game she like took me aside and was like, you're gonna need to like stop harder, like balls. Like, so she sat in there and passed me balls until I got it.
Really? Yeah. Well, that's very nice. Abby, how about you? Is there an upperclassman that you can recall being an underclassman that made you feel really good and encouraged?
Yeah. My sister played. She was also the graduating class of 2023, so she was a junior. When I was a freshman, I think my 8th grade year, I was iffy about playing, but I think watching my sister play, like field hockey and like be a part of a team really helped me and wanted me to like pursue to be on a sports team and like field hockey.
It's nice. Care about you?
Mine's at Marlborough. She went to my school. She was a senior when I was a freshman. Her name's Leah, and she plays at WPI right now. But she was always so kind and like welcoming, and it was really hard kind of going into like a completely new group of people. So she was super welcoming and kind and like really showed me a lot and like taught me a lot, and it was really, really good to have her.
And you understand how important it was for you as underclassmen to have had that experience with an upperclassman to make you feel comfortable. So now you have it, you know that it is to actually have that type of impact on somebody else, and take that active leadership role in trying to make the team better and make everyone feel more comfortable, because when everyone feels more comfortable, you can be more cohesive and then you get better results, right? Very nice. Well, thank you for sharing that with me, guys. Now we will move along to the quote portion of the interview, where I have quotes from Marlborough Athletic Director Jeff Rudzinski, Ruds, and their coach, Coach DeSilva. And Kiera, we'll start with you. Rud says, Kiera joined our team as part of the co-op 2 years ago and has been a mainstay on defense for us. She jumped right in and embraced being part of our Marlborough field hockey team. She will be missed. And Coach DeSilva says, Rudd said it best at senior night when he highlighted Kiera's passion for the game. Every second in a 60-minute game is important to her. We were upset the first time we played Auburn, and Kiera was the missing link. At practices, you can hear her loud and proud, praising teammates. Kiera was in every offensive and defensive corner and played a huge role on our team. My hope for Kiera is that she applies the same level of passion towards whatever goal she has in her future, and she'll be extremely successful. It's very nice. How does that make you feel?
That's very sweet. Beautiful.
All right. Abby, get you next. This is from Rose. Abby Carroll is a 4-year player who was a tremendous leader and great teammate. She did whatever was asked of her and was a great mentor for our young players. She will also be very much missed. And Coach DeSilva, Abby is naturally intuitive and reads situations on and off the field with real maturity. There's been times that I would catch Abby's eye, and I would know that she could read my thoughts based on her expression. Abby's love of the game was evident in her decision to play while in pain every single day, pushing a surgery out until after her senior year. She's been an incredible fighter and always seemed to put a positive spin on situations. She's been a key defensive player for us and was a huge part of our highly successful defensive corner team. Abby is an ideal teammate, and I know a lot of younger players look up to her. I have no doubt she'll find success with a positive attitude and strong values in any direction she chooses to go. It's very, very nice. How does that make you feel?
Makes me feel good. And it's very sweet.
It's nice to be acknowledged when, you put in effort day after day of practice, pushing off a surgery.
Yes, I have a herniated disc.
A herniated disc, my lord. I'm just imagining that just hurts all the time. Doesn't matter you don't have to be on the field necessarily for that to act up.
Yes.
So you're pushing that off until after you graduate, huh?
No, I'm actually getting it done next Friday.
Next Friday. Okay. Very well. Good luck.
Thank you.
Very, very welcome. All right. Moving on to Maggie. Rudd says, Maggie is a true student athlete who always gives 100% on the field and the classroom. She did the little things on the field that don't always show up in the score sheet, and it will be hard to replace her next year. And Coach DeSilva, Maggie has been a 4-year starter, and I cannot think of a time that she has ever come out of a game over her career as a Panther. She also is involved in every offensive and defensive corner. Maggie was on every one of the 21 defensive corners against Auburn, where only 1 goal was scored. She's literally all over the field and has unmatched stamina. Maggie has grown from a good player to a great player in front of our eyes over the last 5 years, and her dedication shows. Maggie, being a standout player on the team, demonstrates the team-first mentality and is always communicating with coaches about the things that she sees on the field and always is asking questions. She absolutely understands that there is room to grow. Her effective communication, her drive to always achieve more and better herself and those around her will take her very far in life. It's so nice. How does, hearing something like that make you feel about all the work that you've put in over your time?
Yeah, that makes me feel really appreciated because you always have in the back of your mind, like, you have to do it. Like, you might want to take a step back so that you can do something for the team because your success versus team success is always there. So that makes me feel really appreciated that they are seeing all the work I put into.
Yeah. And the 3 of you have obviously put in so much work to be such great student athletes and put yourself in a position where you've got coaches and athletic directors. And I'm sure there's just a swarm of other people that would have such nice things to say about you. So congratulations to the 3 of you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Now we move on to the shout out portion of the interview where these 3 ladies can take as little or as long as they like to, wax poetic about people in their lives that have helped them get to this point. So Maggie, we'll start with you. Is there anybody that you would like to take a couple of minutes to maybe possibly shout out?
I mean, shout out like my sister. She is a sophomore on the team, and it's like we practice it over the summer. We go to the field. She has always been someone that I can go just play around, or we push each other to be better and do better, and I'm sure she'll go very far too. And she starts looking.
Whereas anybody else?
I mean, my parents pushed me to be better too, and the club coaches are people who really have made me into the player I am today. But yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Abby, how about you? Is anybody out there that you would like to shout out specifically?
I'd like to shout out probably my family. My sister and my brother. I feel like they've shaped me to be they shaped me to be the person I am, I guess, today. Like, not to be.
Well, that's okay. And what type of person do you think that they have helped to shape you into?
Probably like the strong-minded person that I am, and not to be so down on myself. To look for the positives and be happy, I guess.
It's very nice. It's very important to come from a family that helps to kind of prop you up instead of trying to hold you back, right?
Yes.
Very nice. That's very good. Is there anybody else that you'd like to shout out?
Probably my parents and on the sports teams that I've been on a lot. So being around different people definitely has shaped me to be the individual that I am.
Cool. Thanks very much. Kiera, how about you?
I'd probably say so. My parents, they're always pushing me to be better and do the best I can, always give 100% into everything. And they're just really loving and supportive. And I really appreciate that because they basically have made me who I am. And their support has just been so key in everything I've done.
It's very sweet. Anybody else that you'd like to shout out?
Probably my club coaches. They've made me into the player I am. I actually play for the same club Maggie does. So they're really impactful people, and their coaching has definitely made me the player I am today.
That's great. Well, I know you guys have practice in a little while, so we'll try to get you guys out. But thank you so much for taking the time with us today. We truly do appreciate it. That is going to bring us to the end of this episode of the Senior Spotlight Show. This episode, along with the rest of them that we've shot over the past 2+ years, is available archived at our station's website at WMCT-TV.com. It's also available on our Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, or X pages, whatever you want to call it. So once again, thank you, Kiera, Abby, and Maggie for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you.
For the 3 of them, I'm Matt Besachio, and we will see you next time on the next episode of the Senior Spotlight Show. That's it. I'm good, guys.